Hello everyone, my name is Miguel Ordóñez. Today I will show you a PLC simulation. As we can remember from the last session, we create a project which has a SIMATIC 300 station, then we had a CPU 313 C2DP, and a program in which it has the blocks, which is the only one OB1. Perfect. So in this case, we will create actually a program in this OB1, which means organization block. In the organization block, the execution of the program is cyclic. So here you can see when I double click the OB1, it appears a window in which I can select the created language. For example, if I leave STL, it will be a structured text. I can click OK, and now that the editor of the language will appear, you will see that some features that correspond to a ladder programming will be disabled. Okay, this is the symbol of the editor of the languages, so you can see that it doesn't matter that I am already in the network, right? I cannot use the normally open or normally closed contacts because I am writing, as far as you can remember, in a structured text. To change this, we go to View and change the view of my language. I select Ladder, and now I have available these features to be used. So the program that I will create, it will be stop and go for a motor, which is a pretty simple program, just to show you how to simulate it. So first of all, I will put an open contact, then a closed, the coil, and I will secure the setting of the coil with another open contact. Something important that you need to remember is that in step 7, the default language for inputs and outputs is different from TIA Portal. In TIA Portal, maybe you know, you use I for input and Q for outputs, while in here you use E for inputs, for example E0.0, E0.1 for the second input that I will use, and A for the outputs. So okay, we have more or less our program. After doing your program, you need to save the language editor. Perfect. And now I can go here and simulate. The simulation on-off button will help us to simulate a PLC. Perfect. You have to change here something. You see that here says PLC sim TCP IP. This is more or less for an Ethernet connection. You need to change it to MPI. It depends on which kind of interface you are using to program your PLC. Okay, then you go here and download all the software. This download, it's more focused on the PLC, so this means that I will download from the PC to the PLC. Okay, and downloading. Sorry, not yet. Let me click again the downloading button. Okay, now it's, sorry, I probably misclicked. So it says that the OB1 already exists. Do you want to override it? And I can click yes. So here it says that the downloading was successful. Now I should be able to run my program. As you can see, I press the start button, and it goes to on status the coil, and if I press the stop button it will turn off. But okay, there's something that we are missing. This is working well because it's a simulation, but in real life there's something else called addressing. It means that which address of the input or the outputs are you using. As you can remember from here, we were using the address 0, the byte 0 for the inputs, and the byte 0 also for the outputs. So actually the physical outputs of the PLC, which is the physical output? This we can figure it out if we go on SIMATIC 300 to the hardware configuration. We double click the hardware. Once we enter the hardware configuration, we can see the modules of the PLC. We go to the digital input and digital output module. The 16 means that there are 16 digital inputs and 16 digital outputs. So I double click on it and I will be able to see the features. We go to addresses. In addresses, we can see that it is set by system default, and by system defaults it starts on 124 and finish in 125. This is done because the bytes have 8 bits, and if you have 16 outputs, this corresponds to 16 bits, which means 2 bytes, byte 124 and byte 125. In case that I run the program like this in a real PLC, I will have a problem because my program is telling, okay, use inputs and outputs on byte 0. But my physical ones are on byte 124 and 125. So basically my program will do nothing on real world. To change this, the only thing I need to do is disable the check on system default, and by hand write, for example, 0, which I am using that address. The same for the outputs. I write 0. I click accept. Okay. If you go and double click again, you can see that the addresses have been changed. Now I save the hardware configuration. Now I will go and upload this hardware configuration on the PLC. Sorry, I also need to close this. So now I will go and upload all the configuration. So look what they say. This is that the system hardware configuration is not the same that it's in the PLC. If I want to perform the download, I click yes. I also click yes here. Also click OK. OK. I also want to overwrite the other one. Probably it's unable because it's the same. Here it says that it's in the stop mode. Do you want to start a new module? Okay. And look what I got. It's gonna be again the same program, but the difference is that in case that this is a real PLC, now it will be working properly. Guys, thank you for your attention. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, but mostly it has been useful for you. Please don't forget to subscribe, share and like the video, because all this help me to create content for you. By the way, if you have any doubt or suggestion for me, write it in the comments below, and I will love to read them and probably modify the content of my channel to help you. This has been all for today. See you in our next occasion.